All right, here we go. Up for grabs tonight, the title of baddest man on the planet as we get set to crown a UFC heavyweight champion.
Ooh, what a punch.
Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
Oh, lands a vicious uppercut to the head.
Beautiful uppercut. Shades of Mike Tyson on Punch-Out back in the day. You couldn't take one of those uppercuts or you would go down. Mike Tyson, or maybe it was Super Sandman. One of those guys just had a crazy uppercut. He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs. Good punch. Oh, nice.
Taken down by Diaz. Both fighters back to their feet now. Oh, nice straight there. I guess that's the quickest way to the target, right? Just throw straight.
Straight down is always best. Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Lands the right hand. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz.
Beautiful punch.
All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight.
Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
Put your hands up higher, come on.
Sound defensively blocks the shots. Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot. Nice punch there.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Slice. 10 seconds to go. Going to the body now with that hook shot. Nicely done by Diaz. All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
All right, round two.
Oh, big punch land.
Man, how good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years.
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence to stand with the best striker in the world.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots. Nice punch land over the top.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. Oh, wow, oh! Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine. If the opponent turns to the opposite side, he can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out. Just go for the finish.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. The best strikers thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut range.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landing. Both very powerful, very explosive.
Nice entry into the finish directly.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Big punch lands through the middle.
And that's the end of round number two. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready? You ready? Go.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Well, Nate Diaz has certainly found the range here early, DC. This is a fighter close to my heart, close to my left forearm. 209 representing well here tonight. Slips the punch. That strike blocked by Diaz. Right hook to the body.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Big. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Under 3 minutes remain in round 3. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, he's up, but oh, is he hurt. DC, he's in a world of trouble now.
They say the breakers are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for
Got his
damage
foot on
from
the hip,
top
and
to
now
come
he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
All right, so he postures up and he's out.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Bottom fighter trying to finish, nicely done. Diaz ground and pound from half court. He lands flush with that right hand. Diaz's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
You almost had him finished, but the round came at the end. Now let's start this next round off.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
Ready? Let's go, fella.
Diaz's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he got him hurt very bad.
Oh!
Great punch lands with so much power.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Oh! Huge right hand! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is.
Yeah, he's hurt really bad.
He's got him hurt here. Back to the feet. Oh! That's as good a punch as he's thrown on.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him!
A near perfect strike to end the fight and end the night for his opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during fight week, played out here on fight night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and barged right through it to get the big knockout win. So on the sport's biggest stage, he comes up large. The baddest man on the planet, the UFC